Welcome to this year's home season opener between the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans and your Mount Zion Lady Braves. I'm Blake Faith, Braves TV sponsor on the call today. And we are ready for some softballs. Me and longtime press box announcer Darren Gensel have been talking about all day. We're waiting for this to finally get started. Pitching for the Braves starting is going to be Nikki Elgood. Ella Fink out in right field. Addie Rotz at shortstop. Chloe Williams at third base. Anna Cameroon in center field. Evelyn Ethel back at third base. Savannah Byler at second base. Ellie Green at catcher. And then Molly Doolin in left field. As we are about to be underway here.
Right fielder number 8, Callie Kaler.
So that'll be Callie Kaler starting things off for the Trojans. Left-handed hitter in the lineup. Elgood winds up. First pitch of the season. Swung on, fouled off, strike one. Elgood with the windup. Another pitch. Going to be called for ball one. The 1-1 pitch from Elgood. Hard hit ball. It's going to drop in fair out the left field wall. Going to be good enough for a double. As Kaler will lead off with a 1-1 double out to the left field wall.
Now coming to the plate, the shortstop number 11, Maggie Ravenscraft.
So now Maggie Ravenscraft will get in the box for the Trojans. Elgood, Button is laid down. Elgood fields it cleanly, gets it over for the out. So that'll be a sacrifice there as Kaler will advance to third base. So one out. As today's Trojan starting pitcher, Danny Hovey, will step to the plate now. As now Danny Hovey will step to the plate with one out, runner on third base. Elgood winds up the pitch, and they're called ball. Elgood's 1-1 pitch, or 1-0 pitch is swung on, strike one. 1-1 count now for Hovey, runner on third base. Elgood winds up the 1-1 pitch. In there, ball two. Two 2-1 count now for Hovey. Elgood winds up the pitch. Finds a corner, strike two. The 2-2 pitch, Nikki Elgood winds up. Ball's delivered in there, ball three, full count. Three-two count, runner on third base, that's Kaler. Hovey at the plate, the pitcher, maybe hoping to get some damage. Punches in. Going to be a walk there. That was a close call there up in the bat. So runners on the corners now with one out. Stepping to the plate is going to be Lainey Larner, second baseman for tonight's game against the Trojans. One out, runners on the corners.
Second baseman number 14, Lainey Larner.
Kaler led off, if you just glanced, with a double to the left field wall. As Larner now steps into the plate. Elgood delivers the first pitch to Larner. Finds a corner, but ball one. 1-0 count, one out. Top of the first inning. Home season opener for the Mount Zion Braves. Elgood's pitch. Swung on. Hard hit ball. Rots gets it. Bobbles it. And it's going to be an E6 on that one. So now bases are loaded now. It's now stepping to the plate. It's going to be Taylor Crouch. Starting in left field today for the Trojans. Elgood's pitch in there. Going to be called ball one. The 1-0 count now. Bases loaded. Elgood's pitch in there. High pop-up ball. Anna McCamber is going to get it. She's going to try to throw it out at home. Going to get to Chloe. That's going to be a sacrifice RBI fly. The Trojans will take the lead. So 2 outs, runners on first and second. Maroa takes a 1-0 lead off the sacrifice RBI. Sac fly out to center field. So now I bring up Aubrey Stewart, the first baseman for the Trojans. Nikki Elgood winds up, delivers in the pitch. Going to be ball one once again. The 1-0 pitch. Elgood winds up. Swung on, hard hit ball. Looking to be out of play. Smalley Doolin trying to make a hustle play on that one. It'll be a 1-1 count now. As we have the 1-1 count, Elgood winds up. Fires in the pitch. Swung on, fouled off once again. 1-2 count now for Stewart. One-two count. Elgood against Stewart. Elgood winds up. Delivers in the pitch. Swung on. Soft hit ball. Not so much hard work for Ethel. She'll get the fielder's choice, and we'll end the inning down 1-0. Coming up for races, Ella Fink, Addie Rotz, and Chloe Williams. We'll be right back on Braves TV. As we are back now for the bottom of the inning, Ella Fink will step up to the plate for the Braves. Left-handed hitter, junior. Call her the Big Puma. She's playing in right field today. Fink can play right field and pitch. As now Hovey, the pitcher, winds up, pitches it in there. It's going to be called strike one. Oh, 1 count now to Fink. Braves trail this one 1-0. Hovey puts it in there, bunt is down. It's going to be another strike. Strike two. Fouled off. Fink is quick. Fink shows the bunt. and was about to slap at. It's going to be ball 1. 1-2 count now for Fink. Little shallow holes between left and right field. We'll see if Fink tries to slap it in there. As that pitch is in there, it's going to be swung on, fouled out of play. It'll be a 1-2 count for Fink as she stays alive. The 1-2 pitch. Hovey with it. Fink showing the bunt. Comes back, slaps it down. It's going to be another foul. As Fink's taking her deep. I believe that's 7 pitches already so far in this bat alone. The 1-2 pitch once again. Hovey winds up, delivers pitch. Fink shows the bunt. That's going to be high up there, ball 2. 2-2 count now for Fink. Fink shows the butt again. Hovey winds up the pitch. Fink gets the ball on the ground. High-low hopper. She gets there safe on the. I think she was going to get there anyway, so let's call that an infield hit on that one. As now Addie Roth steps to the plate.
Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Addie Roth.
So now Addie Roth steps to play. Another left-handed hitter in this lineup. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Fink steals. Addie Roth with a hard hit ball. Looks like it's not going to drop for it. It's going to be an F9 on that one. So now that brings up Mount Zion home run leader from last year, Chloe Williams. Williams,
First baseman, number 20, Chloe Williams.
Chloe Williams, one of the juniors on the squad. Hovey winds up, delivers the pitch. Williams swings off, fouls it almost all the way back to the parking lot. That's going to maybe hit a car for strike 1. A 1 count now for Williams. Fink on first. Up next is Anna Canamaru. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Ball 1. Fink's going to get down in time for the stolen base as she steals second. So that, as Darren Gensel says up here, it's time for a Clo bomb. Couldn't agree more. First base open, 1-1 count. Hovey delivers the pitch. Fink looks to steal third. She's halfway dancing, almost like she was going to get there. She's already halfway between second and third. Two 1 count now for Williams as Hovey steps back in. Winds up 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 2-2 count now for Williams. Fink on second base. Braves down 1-0. Bottom of the first inning. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Going to be ball 3, full count now on Williams. The full count pinch from Hovey. Winds up, delivers it in. Williams, hard hit ball. She got underneath it. Looks like Fink's going to tag up. I don't know if she's going to get there in time. She does. So the sacrifice advances the runner. It's now 2 outs. Now Anna Canamaru comes up to bat for the Braves. Canamaru didn't really get to play much this year. As Anna Canamaru probably has one of the best songs right now in the whole lineup with Unwritten. As Hovey delivers the pitch, Anna Canamaru almost puts down the bunt. It's going to be called ball 1. One-0 count now for Canamaru. As Fink's going to try to steal once again, ball 2. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. Braves trail this one 1-0. Home opener for the Mount Zion Lady Braves. So he delivers in the 2-0 pitch. Going to go down ball 3. So it's going to be a wild pitch. Fink's going to get in there safe. And now tie the game up 1-1. So 1-1 now. Ella Fink using her speed once again to create havoc on the bases. 3-0 count now for Canterbury. Can we see a 2-out rally here? As Canterbury is going to be walked, ball 4. And that'll put up Evelyn Ethel for the Braves. Ethel playing third base, played a lot of third base last year.
Now batting to third base for number 2, Evelyn Ethel.
As Hovey winds up the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Oh, 1 count now for Ethel. Hovey winds up the pitch, up the high, ball 1 as Canterbury is going to get in there stealing second. Not even close. As now the Braves so far have 3 stolen bases so far in this game. Ethel with the 1-1 count now as the runner goes to second. Ethel winds up, hits a hard hit ball down the third base line. The left fielder bobbles it. That's going to bring in Anna Canterbury for the lead as the Braves lead is 1 now 2-1 with a 2-out little rally from the sophomore Evelyn Ethel.
Now batting to second baseman number 11, Savannah Byler.
As I'll bring up starting second baseman Savannah Byler, a sophomore. Started a lot in right field last year. Has moved to second base. Another lefty in the lineup. Hovey winds up the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Oh, 1 count now to Byler or Evelyn Ethel, at second base. Ball's delivered in. It's going to be a low one, ball 1. 1-1 count now for Byler. One count. Hovey winds up, delivers the pitch. Byler's going to take ball 2. Braves lead this one 2-1. Bottom in the first inning. As Hovey winds up the pitch. It's going to go off the batter. It's going to be a hit by pitch. As they'll send Ethel back to second base with runners on first and second. With Nikki Elgood, the pitcher, coming up for the Braves.
Now batting the pitcher number 10, Nikki Elgood.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Braves rallying right now, 2-out rally. Pitches up, high, ball 1. 1-0 count now for Elgood. Braves now on their 7th hitter of the inning. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Swung off, foul tip, strike 1. 1-1 count now for Elgood. Hovey winds up the 1-1 pitch. High ball, 2-1 count now. Hovey winds up, 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled off, 2-2 count now for Elgood. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Ella Fink reached on an infield hit, stole 2 bases, got home, was advanced on the sac fly by Williams. Canterbury was walked, stole second, then Ethel with a 1, as that'll be called, strikeout, and they'll caught looking. So they'll be into the first inning. It'll be 2-1. We'll be right back for the top of the second inning on Braves TV. So we are back now for this second inning. Braves lead us 1-2-1.
Trojan center fielder number 10, Peyton Torbert.
Leading off for the Trojans is going to be center fielder Peyton Torbert. As Hogan winds up the pitch. In there for strike one. Oh, 1 count now. Elgood winds up again, ball one. One count now for Torbert. Elgood winds up the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike two. The 1-2 count. Elgood winds up. Throws it in there. It's going to be ball two, low in the dirt. 2-2 count. Torbert, elbow, good, winds up, throws in the pitch. Swung on and missed for her first strikeout of the day. That's a nice little pitch as Ray and Darren are going to agree on up here. That'll bring up third baseman Carly Crutchfield. As the Braves now with one out here in the top of the second. Elgood winds up here, delivers the pitch, strike one. Great pitch there. 0-1 count now for Crutchfield. Elgood winds up, delivers in the pitch. Hard hit ball. It's going to find a little space there. That'll be good enough for a single there. So that's the Trojans' second hit of the ball game. 7 to the plate now is going to be catcher Maddox Wallen. No relation to Morgan. So one out, runner on first. Elgood winds up the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike one. Oh, 1 count now. Elgood winds up the pitch. In the dirt, ball one. 1-1 count now for Wallen. Oh, good. 1-1 count to Wallen. Winds up. Delivers in the pitch. Swung on. Hard hit ball to Addie Rotz. Rotz gets into Savannah Ballard second. The double play is in. As that'll end the inning, top of the second. First shot in for Nikki Elgood. We'll be right back here on Braves TV as Ellie Green, Molly Doolin, and Ella Fink will be back to start off the bottom of the second for your Mount Zion Braves. So we're back from the bottom of the second inning. Stepping up to the plate, it's going to be starting catcher Ellie Green for the Braves.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Lady Braves, catcher number 8, Ellie Green.
Braves lead this one 2-1. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Going to be called strike one. Oh, 1 count now for Green. Hard hit ball. Is that going to get up out of here? Is that going to be the first home run of the season? It is! As the Braves now lead this one 3-1. And one of her first varsity at bats, first one of this season. As she does a little Michael Jordan shrug as the Braves lead this one now 3-1.
Home run, Ellie Green. She got that pitch high.
Just launched it. Just launched it. It's now stepped to the plate. It's going to be Molly Doolin for the Braves, starting left field today. It's Molly.
Well, they just they're not in Riley's conference either, as far as I know.
As Molly Doolin will step into play, she comes into Snoop Dogg. Plays down the bunt. Is she going to get there in time? That's going to be out. 1-3 play there. So I'll bring back Ella Fink.
Oh, yeah, here's our good song. Now batting right fielder number 5, Ella Fink.
Ella Fink comes to the plate. Had an infield hitter. First bat, 2 stolen base, including the stolen home. She's going to get the bunt down. That's going to drop right into the gloves of the pitcher. That's going to be 2 outs now. So now they'll bring back Addie Rotz. Rotz flew into fielder's F9 in her first at bat. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Rotz is going to get a piece of that. Is it going to drop? It does. It goes right in there for a double. As now the 2-out double. Can the Braves get another rally here as Chloe Williams steps to the plate with 2 outs? Use. Can that go to God's ears?
Now coming to the plate, first baseman number 20, Chloe Williams.
Williams sacrificed in her first at bat of the season. So he winds up the pitch here. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Oh, 1 count now. Hovey winds up, swung on and missed, strike 2. 0-2 count now. Addie Rotz is second. Chloe Williams at the bat. Anna Canterbury on deck. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And now the Indians Braves lead this one 3-1. We'll be right back. Lean up for the top of the third is going to be Kaler. Got a single and double on her first at bat. It's going to be called strike 1. On 1 count now on Kaler. Elgood winds up, delivers in the pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. So we have nothing but jokes up here, press like 0-2 count. Elgood's hard hit ball. She's going to swing once again in left field. It's going to be down for a base hit. As the Trojans get their third hit of the ball game. Seventh plate now is going to be the shortstop, Madden Ravenscraft. Had a sacrifice in her first at bat. Elgood winds up, delivers the pitch. Going to be called strike one. As Ravenscraft showed the bunt. 0-1 count now. Elgood winds up, delivers in the pitch. Going to be bunted down. Elgood's going to get it, just goes to first with it, and that's going to be out number 2 of the inning. Or out number 1 of the inning, sorry. As Ravenscraft will move the runner once again on sacrifice. 1 out. Center plate's going to be the pitcher, Hovey. She walked in her first at bat.
Now batting the pitcher, number 25, Danny Hovey.
Pitcher v. pitcher here. Elgood winds up, delivers. Swung on and missed, strike one.
What's the last name?
0-1 count now on Hovey. Elgood winds up, delivers in the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike two. 0-2 count now for Hovey. Elgood winds up, fires in the pitch. Going to be a high ball, 1. One-two count now. Elgood winds up, delivers in the pitch. Fouled off. So he sticks around. As Elgood winds up, fires another pitch in there. Higher ball, Chloe Williams is calling for it. It's going to be a pop fly. That'll be 2 outs for the inning. That's now stepping. Laney Larner will step in the base now with 2 outs for the Trojans. Runner on second, 2 outs. Elgood winds up. Delivers in the pitch, swung on hard hit ball. Molly Doon's going to get underneath it. That'll end the top of the third inning. The Braves at least won 3-1. As coming up for the Braves going to be Anna Canamaru, Evelyn Ethel, and Savannah Byler. We'll be right back. Leading off the inning for the Braves, best on lineup, Anna Canamaru. Anna in her first at bat was walked, stole a base. Wind up in the pitch, going to be low in the dirt, ball 1. One 0 count now for Canamaru. Hovey winds up, pitches it in, ball 2. Hovey 2-0 pitch in there. Canamaru swings on, strike 1, foul ball. Two 2-1 pitch. Hovey winds up in there. Anna Canamaru swings on again, fouled off, strike 2.
Now we go on to New Life Pregnancy Center.
2-2 pitch now on Canamaru. Hovey winds up. Ball is hit. It's going to be off the glove Could be a foul ball.
We're going to New Life Pregnancy to volunteer tonight for church. Yes, I've been going to church.
And the roof didn't cave in? Nothing? Holy hell.
It was a good night last night for Bible study. I knew the rocks had to be related to rocks. I've seen them down there. A lot of the same names, just different generations.
Our shortstop is BJ's daughter.
2-2 count now. Wolby winds up in there. Swan on. Hard hit ball down over the third baseman's head as Canterbury is going to get into second on the drop ball. She's in there safe. She misses the tag. Great slide once again. She leads off with a double. So now Evelyn Ethel will step to the plate. Ethel with a
Third baseman number 2, Evelyn Ethel.
2-out RBI double earlier in this game. Pitch is in there. It's going to be ball one as Cameron's going to steal third on the wild pitch. I'll do what I want. So Anna Cameron on third. Anna Cameron on third as the time's called. One 0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike one.
My old Chippendales days, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Get up there with my leopard thong on, you know, my leopard.
1-1 count now as Ethel on there. Hobie winds up, pitches in there. It's going to be ball two, another wild pitch. As Canterbury is going to come in and scores, that'll make the lead 4-1. I'm going to call it a steal just because I want to make Darren mad up here. 4-1 lead for the Braves. 2-1 count now for Evelyn Ethel. Lady Braves. Mount Zion Braves, Lady Braves. They're synonymous. Hobie winds up. That's going to be ball three. 3-1 count now as Hobie winds up in there. Swung on a miss, strike two. Three-two full count now for Ethel. Winds up in there. Ball is hit. Hard hit ball to the left field wall. That's going to get on the fence. Ethel can take two here. Coach Blake is going to hold her at second base as Ethel with her second double of the night. That brings up Savannah Byler, who was hit by a pitch in her first at bat. Yeah.
Second baseman number 11, Savannah Byler.
No outs. So that ball is hit back for strike one.
No, he's got a son named John. Right?
0-1 count now for Byler. Hobie winds up, delivers in the pitch. Going to be called strike two there.
Hey,
0-2 count now for Byler. Ethel at second. Byler hits the ball, gets a gap over there in center field as Ethel's going to be rounding third base, heading home. She gets there safely. Byler takes second, so that's an RBI single as Byler will advance to second, and the Braves take now a 5-1 lead. So now stepping to the plate, it's going to be a pitcher, Nikki Elgood.
Now batting to pitcher number 10, Nikki Elgood. None.
So Hobie now will wind up here. Elgood on second base. Byler on second base. Elgood at the plate. Hovey winds up, pitches in there. Swung on a miss, strike one. No outs. 0-1 count now. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Hard hit ball. Going to be fouled out play for strike two.
We didn't even have enough kids for 2 years.
0-2 pitch now for Elgood. Ball in the dirt, ball one.
What sport in Elmcom Valley is interfering with something else? And don't they have to split them?
1-2 count now.
Or does it go by school? How the school decides?
Sylvia winds up, delivers in the pitch. Swung on, fouled off, strike. Fouled out of play.
Well, games take priority over practice because when Mamie had cheerleading, softball, and then we had students.
Hovey winds up 1-2 pitch to Elgood. Swung on, staying alive is Nikki Elgood.
We just want to make
1-2 count now for Elgood. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Going to be ball two. 2-2 count. So we don't have any outs right now. Savannah Byler up there. Hovey winds up, pitches, hit, hard hit ball, the gap between first and second base. That's going to bring in Byler, as that'll be another RBI single, as that's Nikki Elgood. Adding to her lead as the Braves now lead this one 6-1.
Now batting to catcher number 8, Ellie Green.
As we're going to have a pitching change, we'll be right back. So we just had a mound visit there. Ellie Green steps to the plate. Homer in her first at bat. We'll see if she can do that again. Runners on first, no outs. Hovey delivers in the pitch. It's going to be called ball one. Braves lead this one 6-1. Only home game of the week. They'll be back next week on Tuesday playing T-Town. Thursday playing Williamsville. As that ball is fouled back, strike one. 1-1 count now for Green. Nikki Elgood on first. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Can be called for ball, strike two. Getting a little friendly there with the corners now, I see. 1-2 count now for Green. Ball's in the dirt for ball two, as they're going to pinch check the runner at first base. 2-2 count now. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Going to be called ball three. Full count for Green. No outs so far in the bottom of this third inning. Braves have put up 3 runs on the board. A couple stolen bases by Cameroon, a double. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Hard hit ball to the left field wall. Ellie Green's going to round second. As Elgood's trying to round third, they're going to hold her there at third, Coach Blakey. As that'll be runners on second and third. Braves get their 9th hit of the game. As now Molly Doolin will step to the plate. Snoop Doggy Dog. Got Darren to dance on that one up here in the press box. Good old Darren Ginsel. So if he winds up here, delivers in the pitch. Going to be ball in the dirt, ball 1. We always have fun up here in the press box. You have to. The 1-0 pitch. Fires it in there. Elgood swing, or not, sorry, not Elgood. Doolin swung in a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 count now. Pitch is in there for ball 2. 2-1 count. 0 outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Braves lead this one 6-1. Hovey winds up in there. Pitches up. Hard hit ball. Is that going to find some space? It does over the left fielder, as that's going to score 1. Waiting around third base is Green. And Molly Doolin being there with a 2 RBI double to the left field wall. Says now the Braves' 10th hit of the ball game. That brings up the top of the order for the Braves as Ella Fink now will step to the plate.
Now batting right fielder, number 5, Ella Fink.
Braves lead this now 8-1. Hovey winds up, delivers in the pitch. Going to be strike 1 as they're calling that corner now a little too friendly for my liking. Oh, 1 count now. Still no outs. Fink hits a hard hit ball. It's going to find a gap right between the shortstop and second base. That's going to bring home Doolin. Ella Fink's going to go to second on the throw. That'll be an RBI single for the right fielder. So now the Braves up to 11 hits. That brings in Addie Rotz.
Now batting shortstop, number 4, Addie Ross.
Still in the bottom of the 3rd here for US Tuning. Braves lead this one 9-1. Hovey winds up, delivers the pitch. Addie gets it hit on the ball. Going to be a sacrifice there, advances the runner to third base. That's the first out as we are back now with Chloe Williams.
Now batting first baseman, number 20, Chloe Williams.
1 out runner on third base. Now would be a good time for a Chloe bomb, as Darren Gitzel called it. Hovey's pitch is up, fouled off, strike 1. Darren Gitzel might want to get that trademark quote going. He said anytime's a good time for a Chloe bomb. Hovey 0-1 pitch to Williams. Swung on, hard hit ball. That's going to not clear the fence, but Ella Fink will tag up, so Fink will score on the sacrifice. So the Braves now lead this one 10-1. Now center plate's going to be Anna Canterbury once again with 2 outs, and she just started off the inning, hit a double, stole 2 bases.
Now batting center fielder, number 7, Anna Canterbury.
And I'm going to keep saying it, one of the best songs in the lineup with Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. As Hovey winds up the pitch here, it's going to be called strike 1. It's like her hamstring. 0-1 count now for Canterbury. Hovey winds up the pitch. Going to be called ball 1. 1-1 count now, 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Score is now 10-1. Hovey winds up here. Ball is called. Ball 2. Mm-hmm. 2-1 count now. Going to be ball 3. 3-1 count now to Anna Canterbury. Three-one pitch. Swung on, fouled back, strike 2. Full count pitch now about to come underway. Hovey winds up the full count pitch to Canterbury. Hard hit ball. He's going to find a play. Can Canterbury get there safe? Almost by an inch. She's in the 4-3 fielder's choice, and we'll be right back for the top of the 4th inning on Braves TV. As we are back now for the top of the 4th inning, Braves lead this one right now 10-1.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for the Trojans, left fielder number 4, Taylor Crouch.
Leading off for the Trojans is going to be left fielder Taylor Crouch. Elgood's pitch is in there for ball 1. Crouch in her first at bat sacrificed. Elgood winds to the 1-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Two-0 count now for Crouch. So that ball's softly hit. Going to be hit to the second base. Byler fields it. Fielder choice. That'll be the first out of the inning. Is now
coming to the plate,
first baseman Aubrey Stewart steps into plate. She put in the fielder's choice earlier in the first inning. (10-1) score. Braves lead this one here at the top of the 4th inning. 1 out. Elgood winds up, pitches in there. Going to be called ball 1. (1-0) pitch. Elgood winds up. Fires in there. Fouled back. Strike 1. (1-1) count now for Elgood. For Elgood on Stewart. Elgood winds up, delivers in the pitch. Going to be called ball 2. Almost got her bite on that one. 2-1 count now for Stewart. 1 out here in the top of the 4th, sorry. Elgood winds up, delivers in the pitch. Fouled back, strike 2. 2-2 count now for Stewart. Two count as Elgood winds up. Delivers in the pitch. Hard hit ball. It's going to go out of play for another foul off. So that ball's going to be a hard hit. Molly Doohan's going to make a catch on it. That'll be the second out of the inning. As now Torbert will step to the plate. Torbert struck out in her first at bat in the second inning. Elgood winds up, delivers in the pitch, swung on and fouled back, strike 1. (0-1) count now for Torbert. Elgood with the 0-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 1. 1-1 pitch. Elgood winds up, delivers it in there. Swung on, hard hit ball. As Elefing's going to go underneath it. Now in the top of the 4th inning as the Braves lead this one 10-1. Leading off will be Avalon Ethel, Savannah Byler, and Nikki Elgood. We'll be right back on here on Braves TV. Stepping to the plate, it's going to be Avalon Ethel to lead things off here for the bottom of the 4th inning. Avalon Ethel so far in this game a double in her first at bat, 1 RBI. Had another RBI double, led off the 3rd inning with a double as well with an RBI. So we'll see what happens here. It's just coming on the bottom of the 4th inning. Braves lead this one 10-1 as Hovey winds up. The pitch is up. Going to be called strike 1. 0-1 count now to Ethel. Hovey winds up here, delivers in the pitch. Going to be fouled off, strike 2. Sophomore getting the start today at 3rd base. Oh, 2 count now. Hovey winds up, pitches it in. Going to be ball 1. 1-2 count now for Ethel. Hovey winds up here, the pitch. Swung on, hard hit ball, this time to the center field wall as Ethel looks to get her 3rd double of the game. She'll take second base, 3rd double of the game for Avalon Ethel. 3 for 3 today. She's doing a little dancing on the bases. So now Savannah Byler steps to the plate. Byler unofficially 1 for 1, who was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning, got a single for an RBI. Or just a single, sorry, in the 3rd. As that ball's in there, it's going to be called strike 1. No outs, 10-1 score. Braves lead it. Hovey winds up here, the pitch. It's going to be pop flied for the first out of the inning. Now stepping to the plate, it's going to be Nikki Elgood. Elgood struck out in her first at bat. Had an RBI single in her last at bat. So now Hovey winds up, the pitch is in there. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Oh, 1 count now for Elgood. Hovey winds it up. The pitch is in there for ball 1. Hovey winds up, the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So that'll be 2 outs now. That'll be 2 outs now as Ellie Green will step to the plate for the Braves.
Now stepping
2 outs now. Now, Hovey winds up here. The pitch. And we called ball 1. One 0 count now. Green steps to the rubber. Or Hovey, I'm sorry. Yellow Green's on bat. Working out the cobwebs here still. Still my first week back here at Braves TV sponsor after short little sabbatical to coach. 2-0 count now for Green. Hovey winds up in there. Pitches in there. It's going to be ball 3. So now Hovey winds up the pitch. 3-0 count. Going to be there for strike 1. The 3-1 pitch from Hovey. 2 outs. Runners on second. Swung on and missed by Green. That'll be strike 2. Hovey winds up the pitch. Swung on and missed for the strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Braves to lead this one 10-1. Or top of the 5th, sorry. As we'll have a pitching change here as so now Crutchfield will lead off things for the Trojans. Ella Fink goes in the pitcher's mound. Nick Elgood will switch out to right field. Elgood gave up 3 hits, a run, a walk, and struck out. Got a strikeout on the day. As now Fink looks to get the close. Fink's first pitch is in there for a strike 1. A 1 pitch now. Fink winds up, delivers it in there. Almost on the corner. It's going to be called ball 1. One count. Braves lead this one 10-1 here in the top of the 5th. It's going to go right down the middle for strike 2. One-two count now. Ella Fink delivers a 1-2 pitch. Going to be high up there for ball 2. Fink winds up the 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. Fink, the full count pitch. Going to go for the backwards K there. That'll be a strikeout for the junior. So that'll bring up Wallen.
Now coming to the plate to catcher number 9, Maddox Wallen.
No relation to Morgan Wallen once again. Wallen, her first at bat. So now Fink winds up the pitch here. Hard hit ball goes off the glove of Chloe Williams. So that'll be we're just going to call that a single on that one. Never mind, Darren Gitzel's not being that generous as I am, so we're going to call that E3 on the day.
Now back to right fielder number 8, Callie Kaler.
He goes, I guarantee coach is calling that an error. Okay. So now Kaler comes to the plate for a third at bat. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Big swing there. 0-1 pitch now. Braves lead this one 10-1 here in the top of the 5th. Fink winds up, pitches in. Ball 1, wild pitch. Runner will advance to second. One count now for Kaler. It's going to be called strike 2 there. 1-2 count now. Fink winds in the pitch. It's going to be called ball 2. Fink with a 2-2 pitch. Full count now for Kaler. Fink winds up. The pitch is in there in the dirt for ball 4.
Now batting the shortstop number 11, Maggie Ravenscraft.
Now Ravenscraft sets the plate. Couple of sacrifices in tonight's matchup. Fink will wind up here. Pitcher's in for a ball. One 0 count now for Ravenscraft. Fink winds up there. Ball 2. Two 0 count. Fink winds up, pitches in there, hard hit ball. It's going to be fouled off, strike 1. Two 1 count. Fink winds up. That'll be a wild pitch. Mariners will advance second and third now. That'll be a 3-1 count now to Ravenscraft. Ravenscraft with a couple of sacrifices on the night. Probably will sacrifice one here. We shall see. Hello, Fink with a windup here. Be in the dirt for ball 4, as bases will be loaded with only 1 out. So now the pitcher, Hovey, steps to the plate.
Now batting pitcher number 25, Danny Hovey.
Hovey with a walk in her first at bat. Pop fly in her second one. Bases are loaded. One out here. Top of the fifth inning. Fink winds up. Delivers in the pitch. Going to be called strike one. Fink led off the inning with a strikeout in an 83. Kind of started this rally here for the Trojans. Fink wind up another pitch. Gets it in there for strike two. Fink and Ellie are talking it over. So now we got Gray up here in the press box with us. As he said, as we were joking about earlier, so he was entertaining the misses down there. Fink winds up in there, going to be ball one. 1-2 count now for Hovey. Braves to lead this one 10-1. 1-2 count. Fink winds up, delivers in the pitch. Going to put it in there for ball two. Two count now for Hovey as Fink winds up. Delivers in the pitch. Swung on. Hard hit ball. That ball's going to be fouled off as Hovey will stay alive. Two count, one out still. Hovey still at the plate. Fink winds up here with the pitch. Swung on and missed for the strikeout. So that'll be 2 outs now. Bases still loaded.
Now batting second baseman number 14, Laney Larner.
As Larner will step to the plate for the Trojans. Larner reached on the E6 earlier in the ball game. As Fink winds up the pitch. Swung on, hard hit ball. That's going to go over the fielders. That's going to score one. That's going to actually bring in two now. Two. So now Crouch will step to the plate. So that cleans up the bases. First and second now occupied by a Trojan. Fink winds up here. Pitches in there for strike one. Fink winds up here, pitches in there for ball one. One count now. Fink winds up in there, strike two. One-two count. Fink winds up here, delivers in the pitch, swung on in the dirt, gonna be fouled off, strike two, still. 1-2 count, Braves to lead this one 10-3. We're about to head midway through the fifth inning. Fink winds up here, delivers the pitch. Strikeout called swinging. Or caught looking, so we'll be right back here at the top of the bottom of the fifth inning. Molly doing Ella Fink Addy Rotz will lead off for the Braves. Molly Doolin leads off the inning, strike one. So that ball's going to be hit now. Past the second fielder's glove as Molly Dolin's going to get there on first base. Off the single. Ella Fink now steps to plate in her fourth at bat. 2 singles on the day.
Now batting to fifth, number 5, Ella Fink.
So now Fink's going to put the bunt down. Been good called for a foul.
Summer's blocked it. Yes.
Yeah, I'll show you how to share them. It'll go pretty quick. You'll push a button, and you'll basically text each one to me is what it'll be.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll have them all.
As long as you know how to do it.
Yeah, I'll show you. It's a couple button clicks, but it's not.
Okay, well, as long as you're savvy about it, because I sure as hell
Yeah.
ain't. So. I do not consider myself savvy like in that at all. But I appreciate you doing it if you have to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what these next 2 meetings are going to bring yet. And,
Right.
you never know. So I assume they still said that was just a foul ball.
I guess they were questioning was it fouled off or not.
Yeah. Or that was maybe a hitter instead of foul ball.
Yeah.
Because it was close, but she attempted at it, so
Yep.
had been a strike.
7-1 count. It's going to be called for a strike. Dillon will get stolen second on that one. As Ella Fink's going to find a gap there. Dillon will be waved home. Elliott will advance on the throw. That'll be. She'll be caught at. She'll be caught at third on the single RBI. So that'll be 1 out now for the Braves as Addy Rotz will come to the plate.
Now batting to shortstop number 4, Addy Rotz.
Yeah, we're home against T-Town.
As long as that hasn't changed, dude, they were changing.
Hovey winds up here, ball called for a strike.
Yeah, well, I hung that a week ago too, so I don't know. But they changed this crap.
I know the JV stuff. Teams JVs are falling off.
That's crazy.
So that ball is hit by Addy Rotz. Her first hit, that's going to go through the second baseman for a single.
JV varsity at the same time.
Yes. Yeah, doubleheader.
I mean, that's the thing though. When our JV plays at the same time, if Tatum has to go down and pitch, then we get free.
Now batting to first baseman number 20, Chloe Williams.
A little thin on pitching the JV this year, depth-wise.
Really?
Yeah, we got
So now Chloe Williams steps to the plate, 1-0 count. Chloe's going to get a hit. Is he going to drop? He'll drop for a single there. First hit of the ball game for Chloe Williams. So runners on first and second.
None of those programs focus on that too. That's the problem, right? Yep. They focus on who's right on net. I don't know what I'm finding out here. Looks like Tampa, maybe. Gloves on. Yep, that's Emma. Emma Weaver.
Said Emma Weaver's going to pinch run here for Chloe Williams. That ball is going to be bunted by Anna Canamaru. She's going to get there safe. Bases are now loaded. So that'll be the 15th hit of the ball game for the Braves. As now this, with a swing of a bat here from Evelyn Ethel, who is 3 for 3 at the plate, this could be the ball game. Hobie winds up here. The pitch is in. Hard hit ball. That should score 1, though. As Rotz will tag up. She is in there safe on the sacrifice. So it's now 12-3 here. Is now Savannah Byler will step to the plate. 2 outs. I didn't know. So that ball's going to be off the pitcher's glove. If I could get there, this game's over. She's there. They're going to call that out. As we'll go to the top of the 6th inning here on the fielder's choice. So now stepping up to the plate is going to be first baseman Stewart. Fink winds up the pitch, going to be ball 1. One 0 count. Fink winds up, pitches one on and missed, strike 1. One count now on Stewart. Just one on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 pitch now coming from Fink. As we're in the top of the 6th inning. Braves lead this one 12-3. Fink winds up, pitches in there. Ball is hit off the thing. It's going to be called a foul. Off her foot there on Stewart.
plays third base because she's so fast. She shuts down every bunt. Someone's going to bunt a bunch.
Fink winds up the 1-2 pitch on Stewart. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
That gap, and she's not afraid to just pounce.
Right.
Fourth strikeout of the night for Fink.
Now coming to the plate, center fielder number 10, Peyton Torbert.
She's so quiet though. Him is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's.
So now Torbert will step in the plate.
So you know she's there, huh? Other than being able to see her.
Fink winds up the pitch. In there for strike 1.
Works hard. Yeah. I mean, that's, hey, you take 12 of them every year, wouldn't you?
All day.
0-1 count now for Torbert.
Coach would.
Fink winds up the pitch. Swung on and missed strike 2.
You want to hear a good one? My granddaughter is a junior. She goes to Oklahoma Valley.
Okay.
Okay. She hasn't played since she was 7 years old. She just turned 17 Monday.
So now Fink will have the pitch.
Came to her.
Check swing there, be ball 1.
Play softball this year on the varsity team. She made number 9.
Okay.
She's a 9th player.
Nice.
So of course we
So now Fink winds up here. The 1-2 pitch to Torbert. In the dirt for ball 2.
get her,
Get her tuned up,
get her
right?
tuned up. I took her to Tom. Tom's doing hitting lessons with her.
2-2 count now. Braves to lead this one 12-3 here in the top of the 6th inning.
They played Maroa.
First game, home opener for the Braves this year. They'll be back here Tuesday against T-Town, Thursday against
And the funny thing
Williamsville. As that ball's hard hit, fouled off once again.
Monday night, you could really see a lot of them. That's good. So, yeah, and that's why I said, I told the girls, man, I said, girls, I mean, keep going. This girl that's pitching tonight, this Hogan, she pitched against him down there.
Right.
And of course, you know, I mean, they don't see that. They never see that.
2-2 count now for Torbert.
Well, my granddaughter, she only got down one.
Fink winds up the pitch.
Um,
It's going to be fouled back out of play.
and that they had a girl come up and bat. She fouled one off, and they all started cheering. They're having fun, you
You
know.
don't have to always be a state champion pro.
Exactly, they're having fun, you know.
2-2 count still on Torbert.
And here's how
Fink winds up the pitch. Swung on, soft hit. Fink will pick it up. Fielder's choice is made, and that'll be out number 2 of the inning.
This JV team is here, so. Of course, this one plays for me. This one plays.
Now batting the third baseman, number 19, Carly Crutchfield.
Crutchfield now steps to the plate. Single in her first at bat. Struck out her last one in the 5th inning.
Six of these play really. Like in the summer.
So now Fink winds up the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
My granddaughter's kind of upset by she, you know, I think she's excited about playing now. So, you know,
0-1 count now for Crutchfield. It's going to be strike 2. 0-2 count now. 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Braves lead this one 12-3. Fink winds up the pitch here. Hard hit ball. It's going to go out of play there. Crutchfield will stay alive.
I'm sure, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Fink winds up here. 0-2 pitch. Looked good, but it's going to be called for ball 1.
Spring breaks and that kind of stuff, and whatever the senior year was.
1-2 count now. 2-2 now. She's dirty. As Fink winds up here, pitches back and almost hits me in the head. Thank God for the wall and some glass here. 2-2 count now for Crutchfield. Fink winds up the pitch. Doesn't hit the corner, be full count. Full count now. Hella Fink still battling Crutchfield. Fink winds up, pitches in there. Swan on. They're going to give her. It's going to be a walk there. So now Wallen will step up to the plate. Fink winds up here the pitch. Ball one. 1-0 count out of Wallen. That ball's hard hit. Getting under it's going to go out. She's going to try to whip it in there. She'll advance on the throw to second. Now Callie Kaler will step to the plate. 2 hits on the night, a walk. Fink winds up the pitch. Hard hit ball. It's going to be strike one.
I got 2 girls from A&M. I got 1 from Meridian, and I got her. So those my, and 1 from Sarah Gordo. So they're all my, those are my non-outline girls. And the rest of them are outline girls. But they're all sophomores.
Fink with the 0-1 pitch. Ball one.
You say first year 16U. Okay. Well, I've got their driver's license this year, right?
1-1 count. Fink winds up the pitch. Going to be called strike two.
Went out the other night. This girl, yeah, I'm not sure who they put their plan. I think they were in Hayward. I think she had home run by Hayward. Up there in Maroa. Okay.
1-2 count now on Kaler. Fink's pitch is in the dirt for ball two. 2-2 count on Kaler. Fink winds up the pitch. Strike three called, and that'll be the end of the top of the sixth. As Fink now with 6 strikes out. Due up for the Braves is Nikki Ilgood, Ellie Green, and Molly Doolan. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 6th inning. This is Nikki Ilgood will lead off the innings for the bottom of the 6th inning here for your Lady Braves. Braves at least won 12-3. Just one more run, maybe we can go home early. Stovey winds up the pitch. Strike one. Strike one now for Nicky Ogood. As that ball's fouled back, strike two. I mean, either 6 quick outs, Darren. Either 6 quick outs or 1/2 inning. I don't care either or. You can give me either.
6 quick counts would be another half inning.
Gray. 0-2 pitch from Hovey. Swung on, hard hit. Foul ball once again. Hovey's pitching there for ball one. 1-2 count now for Elgood. Hovey winds up and pitches it in there. Hard hit ball. Is that going over the head? That's going to drop for an F9. Now stepping the plate's going to be Ellie Green. Ellie Green, homer on the day. Struck out. There's third at bat. Had a double.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Ellie Green.
Hovey's pitched the entire distance so far for the Trojans. Hovey winds up. Pitches in there. Strike one. 0-1 count now for Green. Hovey winds up the pitch. Hard hit balls off the hands. Going to be in the fielder's choice for the second out of the inning. From looks of it.
Left fielder, number 1, Molly.
That's now Molly Doolin will step to the plate. She is 3 for 3 on the day, Molly Doolin. Cut pair of singles and a double. So he winds up in there. Strike one. As that pitch is going to be in the dirt for ball one. Hovey walks up. Hovey winds up. Pitches in there for strike two.
Take that.
1-2 count now as Molly Doolin's going to get a single here. Now Ella Fink will step to the plate here for her 5th at bat of the. As Hovey walks up here, it's gonna or winds up. This is gonna be ball one. Getting distracted up here by a couple clowns in the press box right now. Now Hovey will wind up here. 1-0 count now to Fink. Pitches in there, slap down. Fink's going to get there for an infield hit, and that's going to be an error on the shortstop. So now they're going to, So now we have runners at the corners now. 16th into the ball game for the Braves. Now Chloe Williams, or Rade Rotswell steps up to the plate.
Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Addie Rotz.
Rotz is 5th at bat of the game. Had a single earlier in the 5th inning. So now Hovey winds up the pitches in there, hits her, and now it'll be runners all bases loaded now. Two outs. Chloe Williams at the plate.
Either going an extra half inning or
Now coming to the plate,
Chloe Williams struck out on one at bat, 2 sack plays, had a single in the 5th inning. So he winds up, pitches, swung on and missed, strike 1. 0-1 count now. Hovey winds up the pitch. Ball 1.
Savannah.
1-1 count.
They're safe.
Williams fouls that one out. Strike 2. 1-2 count now for Williams. 12-3 lead for the Braves. Hovey winds up the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Williams will stay alive here. One, 2 count now. Hovey winds up here, the pitch. Hard hit ball up the middle. Williams will score 2 on that one. Won't matter. Actually, she'll clear the bases with a 3 RBI double. And that will be the game will be called as the Braves win this one 15-3. Thank you for tuning in for Braves